me start with the first few presentations, and this is Sensoria. And if you guys think that this kind of bracelet, right, the app bracelet, is cool and innovative, you're probably missing out. Because imagine having a technology that can keep track of all your movements and all the time that you step into something and the pressure that you put on your feet in every single step that you take. This is Sensoria. Sensoria, the garment is a computer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Davide Vigano. I'm co-founder and CEO of Ypsilon, and Marco said it well. The vision of the company is that the garment itself is the next computer. Why is this important? We're actually living in a dichotomy where there is a wearable device market that is growing 37% year over year in a sluggish economy. And then there is the apparel industry. And the apparel industry and the fashion industry is one of the core strengths of the Italian market. But it's a huge, huge market, $1.2 trillion in revenues year over year, but not growing a lot. The profitability is very, very low. And so what we thought as Italians is to inject sensing and computing power into whatever we wear every day. Wouldn't it be nice in the morning to actually wake up and instead of having our daily treasure hunt for our wallet, our phone, and our glorified pedometer, is just to actually wear whatever we wear and have data coming from it. So we developed Sensoria. Sensoria is a textile sensor technology. I actually have it here in my hands. It's 1/4 millimeter thick, and it can be embedded into pretty much any piece of garment. The first sensor that we developed is a pressure and force sensor, the one I have here, but we also have access to Politecnico of Milano, designed and built, is a startup based in Monza, ECG, EKG textile sensors as well. All of them are very thin, very soft, tested on the human skin, and they're washable, which is core to build what we think is going to be our business model. We want to be the Gore-Tex of wearables. So think about Gore-Tex, it's all about technology, but it's not computing technology, it's not sensing, it's not data sensing technology. So we have built an SDK, a Sensoria developer kit, that provides developers with the ability to leverage our sensors, leverage our electronics, and leverage our signal processing engineering to drag and drop controls into their mobile applications and build applications for golf, running, for cycling. We have about 30 of them right now. We sold SDKs at $1,000 each to 30 developers because we want to make sure that we actually provide the service and support to them. The goal is actually to make the price of the SDK go down. The first application that we're building ourselves with the SDK is a running application, and you see it here. It provides not just how far and how fast type of data, but also how well I'm running. This is what the doctors call gait analysis. How well I'm landing on the ground is posture type of feedback. And it's actually provided by a sock. The sock is what we call the smart sock. And it's actually comprised of our textile sensor technology, our electronics, and an anklet that you can actually see as a Nike fuel band for the ankle. It contains an accelerometer, storage, and Bluetooth 4 device. We combine that with our ECG, EKG, heart rate monitoring t-shirts to enable unique user experiences. The first deal that we have signed is with UK-based Vivo Barefoot. Vivo is actually a minimalistic running shoe company owned by the Clarks family. Clarks Shoes family, 1.5 billion pounds company, but Vivo is unique and very boutique, and we like that. But the bottom line is that we want to ignite the imagination of people for this type of technology. And so you see here that both in Milano, Corriere della Sera talked about us, but in the US, Time Magazine, CNBC, Fox, and even NPR, Wait, Don't Tell Me, talked about Sensoria, totally unaided. So I don't know if we actually have audio here, but if we do, you probably...
She wraps the world. Oh. Here is your last limerick.
As I'm running around city blocks, my feet are absorbing the shocks. The miles I've forgotten are stored in white cotton. A computer's sewn into my
Socks, yes. You said that with such resignation. If you've been looking for the world's most bitter computer chip, look no further than the one that got sewn into Sensoria, the new computerized sock. It gives you data on how much you've walked and calories burned, plus thermal data on the dark
I think you got the point. We want to become an ingredient brand, very much like Gore-Tex, very much like Intel Inside, and enable apparel manufacturer, garment manufacturer to build their smart line of clothing. Thanks a lot.
Felix. All right, off a good start. Now, next on stage, I think it's something that's been alluded to previously by the previous speaker, Francesca, right here. Imagine to bridge together the creativity of Italian artisans with the technologies of laser cutting and more. This is what WLAMP is all about, and I'm calling on stage WLAMP. Our lamps are fine as wine. Paolo Buonacorsi.
Well, speaking after a project like those is really hard for me, so please be gentle. Well, how do I have to tap the, yeah, okay, sorry. Well, does it work?
This right here.
Ah, okay. Well, thinking about, think about paper and lights. Ah, sorry. Think about paper and lights. Well, now think about how many things you made since you were a child till now with paper. Bending paper, cutting paper, so paper dolls, paper plane, paper masks, and whatever you can think about your play when you were a child. Now think about the lights and how defines the style of your life. So your home, your romantic dinner, your office, and the warmness of your life. Then put these two things together, and then we have a WLAMP. Now, wait, see. This is creativity through light and paper that makes you wow. We call WLAMP just because we are Italian, and say WLAMP makes some knot in my tongue when I have to pitch. So from now till the future will be WLAMP. Now that you know something about me, about my products, I'm gonna introduce me. So I'm Paolo Buonacorsi. I'm a creative director and photographer professional since 20 years. That's why I deal with paper and technology of paper and lights so far. Everything was started because about a year ago, a client came to us asking for something special and different as a box, as a gift box for his bottle of wines. Well, I asked her how much different, and he answered, I don't know. You're a creative director, do your job. So after some tries, we came up with a single bottle box that when you finish the bottle, it can be turned into a table lamp. The Y stands just for wine lamp. And this is what was the starting and the beginning of everything. He liked very much the project. We liked it too, so we decided to evolve the project into a company. In 2013, April, we opened up a company in New York, Brooklyn. In 80 months, in less than 8 months, without funds and without, as a self-sustained company, we reached the impressive results that I'm really impressed about what we do just because I'm not used to sell goods. I'm used to sell services. So in less than 8 months, we produced more than 150 different models designed. We are all over the US territory with working and dealing with more than 60 wholesaler design that sell design and fashion. We are present in the most important gift shop of the museum of the East Coast of the USA, such as MIT Museum in Boston or New York City Museum. So this is what we made. Just for fun, just for fantasy, just for magic. This is what seems to me. But when you start to make something, when you use your fantasy and your hands, and you make something like this, when you are a maker, you need to make more, to make more and more, and to study something of new. So this is what we think for the future. And if you like to come through our little booth out there, we will be glad to show the future of our lamps, and not only lamps, but furniture, toys, and gift cards with augmented reality, technology, and technology inside the paper as a soul. Just because is not technology standalone. Is technology that you can't see, but is in. Just to make magic something of simple as the paper. Well, I do all my apologies for the worst English you ever heard. I'm Paolo Bonacorsi, and together with my team, I'd like to thank you for your time.
All right. Paolo is is part of the small community that traveled here 2 days ago. So yes, you're more than excused, as long as your products are really #1 in the market. All right, next on stage. I don't know about you, but when I was little, one thing that really was fascinating to me was watching cartoons about the future, and I grew up in Italy, clearly, and we had a few of those. And this is what this company, brought me back in time, but something that is possible to do today. So I'm going to call on stage Hans Company, and the tagline is the following: computers became personal computers, PC. Robots will become personal robots. Hans Company.
Hi, I'm Francesca from Hans Company, and I'm here today to tell you our dream. The dream to get robotics in everybody's life, in everyone's home. But why? Why should I do that? To improve your life. Now imagine to have a smart product, so smart that can make your home more comfortable and safer. Well, we have this product, and this name is Adam. Adam is the first personal robot. What does he do? He knows you. He knows your habits and interests and all the habits of the people inside the house, because Adam can learn and memorize everything he will see and listen day after day. And thanks to neural networks that we are developing, Adam will make real choices. So you don't have to do anything. For example, if I'm watching a movie, Adam knows what atmosphere I like most and will adjust all the lights to recreate it for me. And also, if I usually wake up at 7 to go to work, but outside is raining, Adam knows that has to wake me up 15 minutes earlier, because it will take longer than usual for me to get to work. Other products are not able to do that. Once placed in the market, Adam will start a revolution, because it's a product for the consumer. Any family will have one, because it will cost as a personal computer. Just for today, you can be part of this revolution. So, come to our booth, meet Adam, and sign up for a special early bird for the pre-sale that will start on September on Kickstarter. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Adam and Eve. All right, next on stage, a company already seen for a little bit, but now it's time for their proper pitch. And by now, you guys know everything about the Internet of Things, connecting your car and your fridge and your coffee machine. This is what DQUID is all about. And if you guys are excited about success of companies like Arduino, I think you should watch this company very carefully, because they are right at the core of the makers community. I give you DQUID.
Hello again. Now I will give you some more info about our approach. You just saw the DQUID IO, that is our manifesto product. DQUID IO is a part of a more complex ecosystem that, as you can see here, and we patented this ecosystem. DQUID IO is what we call the DQUID unit. So it's an object that links to other objects. Then this object speaks with APIs, and we already spoke about this. But all this system refers to a server side, to network services that we call DQUID services, that are ontologies, let me say. Translate it, it's a big dictionary for the Internet of Things. Because, you know, the problem now is that we are in a Babel of things. Every object speaks a specific language. But now we have to overcome this problem if we want to create a global ecosystem for the Internet of Things and let it explode. Why? Because our vision is to create an Internet of Things ecosystem, a global one, that where OEMs, companies, makers, developers do use, and users, of course, create and distribute and consume digital contents. This is what we are aiming to, okay? And there's a value for everyone in this system, because OEM can quickly digitalize their product lines, and we cannot manage all the requests we have in Italy from companies and OEMs that request to connect their product. There's a lot to do there. Then makers can connect and retrofit existing objects in a very easy way and monetize these projects. And last but not least, developers. Developers can create applications across multiple objects through our semantic calls. And you see on our table, we already have all the products on the market. So we have the Piaggio one that connects the Vespa, for example. Vespa and Piaggio uses our technology as a platform technology for the scooters. Then we have a product licensed to Continental in Europe, and we have the last product for the automotive aftermarket, the XZ one, developed with a partner. It's a $2 billion company in Europe with more than 1,200 shops across Europe, and will ramp up starting from next month. So we have products on the market with important clients. We have an exceptional engineering team. And then we have received an investment end of last year, and we want to open up here to go to the next level. So everyone, we are seeking for partners, of course. We will be glad to talk to the investor communities, and of course to find customers here in the US. So thank you again, and we'll await you at our table if you need more information. Thank you.
All right. Next on stage, being green is a very good thing, but imagine to push it to the limit. Imagine to be totally self-independent. Imagine to have in the single box the capability of bringing and translating the energy from solar to being totally sustainable with your use and need of water. This is what OFFGRID Box is all about. Call on stage OFFGRID Box.
Yeah, buonasera, everybody. My name is Emiliano Cecchini, and this is the Offgrid Box. You know what it is? It's an all-in-one, self-contained utility system. Means that basically you get rainwater on this photovoltaic roof. You want to get rainwater inside, store it, and sterilize it with ultraviolet lamps. You want to use solar thermal energy for your showers, your domestic needs. You want to convert sewage water or seawater into distilled pure water. You want to use this water to produce hydrogen for cooking. And yeah, having an internet connection for Wi-Fi, remote control of the system. That's basically how it works. You have a solar heating system, the orange part over there, that gives you 4.5 showers per day, or 7.5 half-gallon bottles of water. You have a water storage and treatment. It can allow you to grow 67 small plants for food production. And you have some electricity performances. You can raise all these performances if on the top of the basic model, it's going to cost you 5,000 euros, you buy more extras. So you can add your photovoltaic, your hydrogen kit, your water storage tank. So wherever you live in the middle of nowhere, in a villa, or in a developing country, or you want to relieve rural mountain areas with no urbanization, if you want to power up the warehouse of your company, as we did in Italy, or if you want to help these guys at the Oklahoma State University developing this project about separating the mercury in the rainwater and having good water for agricultural projects, you might want to get one of our off-grid boxes. So visit our booth. We're looking here, we're an open company. We're looking here for partners, and selected partner for developing the control system of this. An app that helps you to configure your system before buying, making a large community of dreamers, of gridders, of free people that want to share with us the potential of the total off-grid revolution worldwide. Thank you very much.
All right, if there is one thing where Italy is actually pretty good at is with a car, especially some specific kinds of cars. But imagine being able to build your own car in 1 hour. This is what OSVEHICLE is doing. So we call on stage OSVEHICLE.
Hello guys, are you ready to see how the future of your car looks like? Because that's why I'm going to tell you. I'm Simone Cicero. I'm a long-term open source advocate and also the chairman of the upcoming Open Source Hardware Summit this year. And I'm part of this amazing team of people doing OSVEHICLE. So I'll try to tell you about the project. Some people define us the IKEA car. Others call us the Arduino of cars. But in reality, we define ourselves as the Android of automotive. Indeed, we are trying to change and transform and hack an industry that hasn't changed that much in decades. And as you probably know, the world instead has changed a lot in this time, you know, and is changing even faster these days. So that's the result. The automotive industry players are like dinosaurs. And we know that because our founders have more than 30 years experience working into this industry with top brands. So what we learned during this experience is we created, on top of what we learned, we created OSVEHICLE. OSVEHICLE, it's an open source, modular hardware platform for the next generation of automotive, and also includes 3 different engines, one internal combustion, one electric engine, and one that is actually the smallest and most affordable hybrid engine ever built, that has been designed by an amazing member of our team, our CTO, that is a 51 times world champion. So we are lowering barriers to entrance in this industry. We are talking about saving at least $3 million and 3 years in development time when you create a new vehicle from scratch. We are enablers. We are empowering startups, brands, or entrepreneurs to create both ultra-customized vehicles, but also, I would say, smart mobility solutions. So basically, by using OS Vehicle, you can create the next Tesla, or maybe, I don't know, the next leader in car sharing. And let me tell you another thing. We make things differently. We create products that you can assemble locally, in your city, in a greener and more sustainable way, because we don't want another Detroit. The media loves us, because we are writing an entirely new chapter in automotive. So if you are excited about the project, don't lose this opportunity. If you want to get involved, let's have a chat, come to our booth. That's all. Thanks, or better, maybe grazie. Okay?
All right, thanks, Simone. This company, the next company on stage, is actually there to make our life a little easier. So rather than going into 1,000 different websites to look at the best makers around the world, they pull it all together. So they're building the marketplace of makers. Call on stage, MAKETANK.
Are you a digital maker and you experimented and done all these wonderful things that we saw today? And now, how can you earn money from all these things? MAKETANK is the answer. MAKETANK is the marketplace of digital makers. And I am Laura De Benedetto, one of the co-founders of this innovative startup based in Florence. We have now 80 vendors that listed 600 objects. They are all 3D printed, laser cut, or we are doing other open source inside. And they started to sell all over the world to 150 customers from Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Japan, and USA. We focus on digital fabrication or open hardware techniques only, while our competitors sell generic design objects or handmade crafts. Because according to Gartner, these technologies will exponentially grow in the next couple of years. Our vendors are in the center of the commercial process, so they earn money as soon as they place the orders, so they can buy materials and services to produce them, and then they ship them to the final customers. At the end, MAKETANK asks them for a provision. We are one of the driving forces of the Italian maker scene. In fact, we want to expand our influence all over the world thanks to your help. We are looking for investors or partners to become the Etsy of digital makers. And makers demonstrated us that they appreciate our service. In fact, they voted us as the best startup at the first European Makers Faire in Rome. So, if you want to see how Italian design meets digital fabrication techniques, come to our booths and I'll show you. Thank you.
Brava, Francesca. Loud and clear. All right, now, last on stage, it's going to be something a little bit different from what you expect. Imagine that we are all together in Florence. We are on top of Ponte Vecchio. We're looking for the best and perfect jewelry for our significant other, but we're looking for something that really can express our emotion. Imagine that there is a technology that can actually translate your emotions into jewels. This is Maku. Maku on stage.
So, every jeweler, when it's selling you an engagement ring, is saying it comes from your heart. But it is only a way of saying. With our solution, you literally create a piece of jewelry directly from your heart, from your feelings. Oh, it's not the right one. I am Giulio Galassi. I am a product interaction designer, and I am co-founder of MAKOO. MAKOO is the first web app that allows you to create a unique and personal piece of jewelry just with your voice and 3D printing technology. But let's see how it works. You just need to go on our website and record a short vocal message. Then the waveform of your voice is analyzed by our software in order to extract some characteristics. And from that is generated a 3D model, and that the shape, it will be your words and your feelings to define the shape of the piece of jewelry. Then you can refine the geometrical characteristics with some slider. Then you can choose the material like brass, bronze, silver, and then you just have to buy it. And we will put in production through metal 3D printers, and when it's ready, we will ship at your home. Every piece of jewelry will have a secret code engraved inside, and the final customer will retrieve the original vocal message that generated it. Obviously, there are competitors in this market, but MAKOO brings customization to the next level. We are first mover. We are the only one that combines voice input and 3D printing technology. So we are opening an entire new market. Here you can see some of our products, our rings. Oh, we skipped this. It was not in the presentation. So come at my booth and try to create a piece of jewelry directly from your heart. Thank you.